GTTV coverage of E3 2005 from the Los Angeles Convention Center.
I'm Amanda McKay for GTTV, coming to you from E3 2005. As you can see from the fabulous display case behind me, we are currently in the LucasArts booth. That's right, they're just about to open this booth up to the public. There's a lineup around the building. There are so many people waiting to get in here, but we wanted to give you a first look at some of the new Star Wars games. So let's go inside. I'm now here with Brett. He's the producer of the Star Wars Empire at War.
It's really a battle for the entire galactic war. So that means ground battles, that means space battles, that means actually a galactic mode that allows you to conquer and take over planets as well. It's really cool as it's 2 years before New Hope, which is episode 4. So it's really the birth of the Rebel Alliance and the Empire's response to that. So the player can really create their own story. And the player decides what stories they want to pursue. Do they want to pursue a story of technology and building up the super weapons, including the Death Star, or do they want to spend their money for building, mass amounts of TIE fighters and such? You're deciding which planet to take over and when to take it over. There are stories that come up from time to time. You have the choice. Do I want to pursue that? Is it interesting to me to pursue that? And you're going to get a reward if you pursue it. But if you have something that's more interesting to do in the galaxy, then by all means do it. Anything that has to do with the battle, you can customize. So you can rearrange your turrets, you can build on the fly structures that actually affect the battle. But the structures that don't affect the battle, like your factory that's producing more resources, that's placed for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And considering that you're trying to take over a whole galaxy that's over 40 planets, which has 80 environments, a space environment and a ground environment, it would actually be too much micromanaging, even for the really hardcore person. While you're in the battle, if you've already figured out what your orders are and what you want to do, you can go into a cinematic battle camera, which allows you to get down and close and personal to the action. So you can either track an individual unit or sort of have the camera panning around, finding the most exciting parts of the battle, and it'll focus on that. And you can record that, send it to your friend and say, hey, here's how I owned you, here's how I blew up your Star Destroyer. It's really cool. I think it's really the freedom to fight the war your own way. You decide when, where, and how to battle, and I love that freedom.
So it's the non-linearity is what you think sets us apart from other strategy games.
That and the fact that you can build a Death Star and blow up planets, yes.
That was awesome. There's lots to see here, so let's go take a look at another game. Toby Massey is lead tester for the brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 game.
That's right, I'm lead tester on the product. Battlefront 2 is coming out this fall on PS2, Xbox, and PC. And we just announced that it's going to be our first PSP title as well. So I got the best job in the world playing games on all consoles. We've added playable Jedi in the game. The fans are screaming about it, so we added to it. We also had playable space. Actually, playing behind me right now. Actually, you can play space for the first time and relive those moments. We've dumped in a ton of Episode 3 content. And we've had an all-new story-driven campaign. Yeah, we got a lot of heroes in the game. The ones we have in the demo today we're announcing is Darth Vader and Obi-Wan. We have a whole bunch more than that. We're going to announce that in a later date. But dude, they're powerful. They're Jedi. You want to make sure that they dominate a battle. So they have force powers like force choke, force push. They have lightsaber abilities. They have combos. They can force run, force jump. They really, truly are a powerful unit. Well, we had Xbox Live, but now you can do a 2-player at home. So you and your buddy can hop on the couch and play Xbox Live together. We've added class. Now we have 6 classes in our carousel. We have 7th one is the hero. So the sixth person is a clone commander. The commander units have a morale bonus. We want to encourage players out there to play as more as a team instead of the run and gun type gameplay Battlefront 1 had. The single player is based on a story around the 501st. The 501st is Darth Vader's personal army. It's assigned to him in Episode 3. You see what he kind of does in that movie with him. They stay with Darth Vader his entire life. So it's about the story breaches from Episode 3 all the way to Episode 6. What was it like if it was a clone trooper to be that elite force and because of old age become obsolete and be replaced by the recruit of the stormtroopers? So you're actually seeing the transition from the clone army into the stormtrooper army. The game is 4 times the size of the original, so you have plenty to do. We're supporting things in obviously multiple modes and multiplayer so that the servers have more variety. That's huge in my book.
As you can see, it looks like Star Wars fans are going to have a lot to be happy about. And speaking of those fans, they are just about to open the doors here, so I'm going to get out of here before it gets too bananas. I'm Amanda McKay for GTTV.